Hi everyone, this is audap. Looks like I finally found a adapter that lets us record without being bombarded by HTTP messages. So I'll put that description, or I'll put the item link in the description below, so that if you happen to have a Steamdeck and you want output and want to be able to stream to your TV, then you'll have a device that is at least verified for me that works. The only bad thing is that this is not a docking station, it's just an adapter from USB-C to HDMI, so unfortunately you won't have charging available like you would with a traditional docking station, but I think it's worth it overall. You know, I just had to switch out the cords to charge because there's only one USB-C port on this thing, which is super weird. Anyway, let's check out Metal Gear Rising. It seems to be this game is hot again, which makes me happy. I'm glad, because this game certainly deserves a lot of love. Let's go 4 times. Antiseptic. Anisotropic filtering. I think 4 times is fine, but there is a little shimmer, so we'll put this at 4 times as well. I'll turn the blurring off. Shadows can remain at medium. And then the number of slices you can have. I think it's fine. We've turned out the brightness from the default a little bit, because it does look a little too dark at the default. So I think 8 is good. That way it won't look too washed out, and we'll be able to see it. There were never a whole lot of options, unfortunately, in this PC port. So it'll be the same thing with the Steam port. Or with the Steamdeck version. Wait, what was customized? Yeah, that's right, we're giving ourselves Gray Fox. We don't have enough for the Fox Blade. That's right, we're still earning money. The pole arm. I did purchase it, but I think he has all the skills. Oh no, not this one? Okay, well I'm not really using the pole arm, so I guess I'm okay. I like Frank's design. I mean, Raisin's design's fine. Okay, since we're just demoing it, we're not actually playing for real. Otherwise, you know, we'd play on normal. But, yeah. Let's just see how it runs. Activate easy assist mode? No, thank you. Don't do that to me. And again, this was troublesome on the PC because you had to play in windowed mode in order to get 60 frames. Otherwise, it would the timing on the HDMI protocol wasn't done well, and you'd only get 30 frames if you went and set it full screen.
We've come so far in just
So thankfully here you can set it at windowed mode at 720p, and you can get your 60 hertz, which is incredibly important in this game. You really need 60 in this. Playing this at 30 is unacceptable, especially in the last boss fight where the timing is, you know, it's very, very specific.
And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, so far this is the closest we'll get to a remaster, is playing the PC version,
Mr. Lightning Bolt.
which is not ideal.
Just doing our job, Mr.
Obviously the PC version has its problems.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as
I think the only thing that really is a sticking point is the mod scene around the Steam Deck. I don't, you know, part of the reason why PC gaming is so interesting is the community modding the games and making changing things out, switching characters out, changing the game's parameters. All those kinds of things are what makes PC gaming. I wouldn't say better, but certainly a different experience than the console game market.
There's a saying I like.
So we missed that, unfortunately. Unless there's a big body scene already for the Steamdeck. I can't imagine. There's not that many Steamdecks out there.
Violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full
I'm a
of
philosopher.
surprises, Mr.
Excuse
Lightning.
me.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister. What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business!
No, Sam. I don't know what it is lately with streamers playing this game. Again, I'm happy because this game deserves attention. Unfortunately, got passed over at the time of release, but there were a lot of other big releases when this game came out. And the complete rework from Kojima Studios, handing this over to Platinum, which was a smart move on their part. I can't imagine what this game looked like under Kojima. I imagine it was a bit of a mess. And I'm not saying Kojima makes bad games, but action games with precise timing is not really his thing.
Open fire! Who was that? A cyborg. One of our competitors?
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Who's?
Exif comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
Of course, it does help if you played the other, if you played Metal Gear Solid, 1, 2, and 3. I think this came out after 2. Might have come out after 3. Again, does help, not totally required.
We are going to die.
If you don't worry about every single detail, then the game is fun enough as it is. Though some in-jokes won't make sense to you. I'll have to check to see if any of the Metal Gear Solid games are on Steam outside of this one.
Friends on our 12.
Wouldn't mind playing those again.
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
I mean, we had to play some things on this. And I have a huge Steam collection, obviously. So, but so few things work with an external controller. My Steam collection dramatically shrinks if I have a Steamdeck plus a controller. Again, I hope they fix that so that the Steam input applies when the game is playing, and that it's not just looking for its own default controller. We'll see, though. Probably low on their priority list, I would imagine.
Let's get this over with.
So yeah, if you want portable Metal Gear Rising, and you don't want to wait, then yeah, Steamdeck. I don't know if they're ever going to do a Switch version. I mean, I hope they do at some point.
Pick out those hostiles. Right. You'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation. Take self-repair units from your foes to replenish your own supply. Right. The limo is in trouble. Get back there, ASAP. I'll add the limo to your solid down radar.
We could make the increase the anti-aliasing. Still a little stereotypes here and there. But again, it is running at 720p, so natural. It's not going to be like a perfect lines here and there.
Right. It's on the other side of that barricade. If you can't cut through...
It's amazing how relevant this this game is today. Really, all the Metal Gear games. If there's one thing Kojima's really good at is writing kind of like future-proof stories. I mean, he's got a real bead on social and political world. We certainly need to give him more credit than he gets. In a crazy story like this, I can only imagine this was his contribution. Well, you never know. Kamiya does write crazy stories as well. Oh, our friend that we saw for 3 or 4 seconds in the limo. The weapon just seems not very efficient, you know what I mean?
Stop!
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead.
So straightforward.
Nothing personal, of course.
It's like, duh.
Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still...
Yeah, I think we've looked at all the versions. So we've looked at it on PlayStation Now,
So long.
360, PC, original PC release. I mean, obviously this is still the same PC release, just on a different piece of hardware. So yeah, obviously I love this game.
What? They have a Metal Gear? Here? Right. They got that UMP and get them. Use blade mode to damage its armor.
I don't know, this game really does exude cool. Maybe that largely depends on what you think is cool, but still. Video game cool it certainly is. I don't think I've ever had him run into me like that before. Interesting. It's full of surprises. to death. See you later.
Swinging wide open.
It's also the same reason I love Kamiya's Metal Gear Solid
Very good.
remake
But do
on
not rest
GameCube.
easy just yet,
Still my favorite one.
He's on the other side of that collapsed building. Go.
Although small-minded people think it's too unrealistic for Snake to jump around. I'd say the whole game is unrealistic. What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you?
There. Get him.
Has like some elements of realism, but to call that original release
Use your
more
finger
realistic
to
than
move
the
on
Kamiya one, I'm
obstacles
like,
automatically.
I don't know, guys.
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him. That damn you cheat. It still works?
Yeah.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles. Finish that bastard off.
That's just so cool. The music helps too. It was an amazing soundtrack. I do like the loading is significantly faster on the Steam Deck. I mean, this never had like a ton of loading, but it's nice to see it reduced significantly. Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
What is going on? Dragon, answer me.
I do like the little callbacks to Bayonetta as well. Like, just to remind you who made the game. It's kind of interesting too that Platinum made a brown game. Usually they don't make games with so much brown in them. But don't worry, there's more color later. I guess to me this is my benchmark game, you know. Can it run Metal Gear Rising? Oh, I guess I've never covered the PlayStation 3 version. I don't think that I own that. I'll probably have to track that one down. I mean, we just played the PlayStation Now version, you know, but not the native disc. I mean, the 360 one was so much better. It was sort of hard to justify owning the PlayStation 3 one.
Right, an unidentified field roader is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Prime Minister!
Like Sam, he doesn't care.
Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer.
Stop!
Yeah, that's just to be an asshole. Nothing more.
About all the good things war has done for us. Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in?
Now, Sam's so mysterious. We never really learned that much about him.
Chance.
No!
He's all yours, Sam.
Let's go.
Now, we're meant to lose this battle, so, you know,
Don't be shy.
it doesn't really matter what you do. So we gotta look cool once in a while, right?
Mightier than the pen after all. Admit you're a killer. Not good enough.
Self-taught, and not half bad. Still. Your technique lacks something.
I don't know why I bother. I don't know, it's just fun to counter in this game. It feels satisfying, you know? Plus, you need the practice because you'll be doing a lot of it during the game.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No. My sword is a tool of justice.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Not again.
Ready? Are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
Gotta try hard on that. Do you want to practice first? Gotta try hard on that. Do you want to practice first? This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get to waiting, huh? Down you go! Flares!
Oh, I love this game. But I won't bore you guys too much. I know you've seen me play this game like 4 or 5 times already.
How is it, Ryder?
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with how this game runs on the Steamdeck. I mean, granted, the game is 10 years old,
Yes, I should hope
but still.
so, huh? I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiko?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Imani's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Ryder, you landed safely, huh? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions. The bastards are using stealth cable to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still
I do like the coffee mug joke.
And official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden. Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
Yeah, and it maintains its 60 frames all the way through. Again, it's an older game, so I would expect the Steamdeck to handle this.
This is Boris. Give me your status.
But sometimes these older games act real funny, even if you're on an advanced
Let's
PC.
recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolsaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down. Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
That's right, Frank's a ninja. A casual stroll through a war-torn city.
Excellent, Raiden.
Except I don't get pieces. Oh no.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Yeah, let's see if we can... I don't know if you can change the graphic options during the game. Looks like you can. I don't think I've ever played this game stealth. I don't even know how to do it, honestly. These guys have eyes in the back of their heads. Better check on that guy. We saw a couple frames drop right there. Not a big deal. So it's not totally sustained, unfortunately. Oh yeah, a little bit more there. I guess it just depends on the area. Well, you know, I mean, the original 360 release was the same too. It wasn't a solid 60 all the way through. If it's mostly 60, it's good enough. Where are you, friend?
Very good, Ryder. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Yeah, I don't know how you sneak up on a Metal Gear. I'm not sure how successful you really will be. What, really? Okay, behind. Let's say, I'm pretty sure I have a rocket launcher. Excuse me, I'm a little busy here. Let's go, Frank. Oh, I guess I can't get that secret over again. Well, I suppose that makes sense.
Greetings, cyborg.
Show yourself.
I don't know. My chin gets just a lot in this game.
And you are?
I am IF Prototype LQ84I.
IF Prototype.
Interface Prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
I am here to kill you.
That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty intellect.
I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
What good is an intellect if you can't use it?
Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate!
Time to party.
You will die. You will die. Savage warrior uses all of his tools. Backup required.
No, hi, fellas. Time to get me some spines. Whoop. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
I am not allowed a choice. You must die. Superficial damage. Recovery complete. You will die. Help me.
Ja, Momo.
Are we both here to fight? find your consciousness.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the knives.
Cannot continue. Directive, liberate nation. Ensure freedom. Obey directive. Must obey directive. No freedom. Freedom on device.
What would an AI know about freedom?
Ah, whoops. Uh-oh. Run! Oh, it takes so long to reload it. Rocket launcher?
pretty stupid to try and hide it.
Yeah, everything is about what I wanted to do. Dude, I hope I wasn't supposed to save that guy.
So that's where they're holed up.
Some kind of electronic lock on the gate.
Most likely it opens only if you have the right ID data stored in your left hand. Perhaps you could find a cyborg with access and borrow it?
You see any cyborgs around here, Doc?
Why not double back? Check the vehicle route again. You know, back at the entrance to the old city. Who knows? Maybe you can hitch a ride. Most likely, platoon commanders carry correct ID data for the gate. Use enhanced mode to figure out who to hit.
Right. You missed them all? Ah, well, you just have to fight your way through.
I mean, you know, it's more fun to do it this way.
I should have guessed you would choose this route.
Beep boop boop beep boop.
Those I have. That woman.
Raiden, what's happening? Your heart rate spiking.
Yeah, I just dodged a bullet. All right, I'm heading for the refinery.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap watching Metal Gear Rising Revengeance running on the Steamdeck. Yeah, I mean, once you get the right dock or the right adapter to run it onto your TV, then this is a pleasant experience. And again, this is one of the few games that actually work with an external controller, so I don't have to actually bring my Steamdeck in my hands while we're trying to broadcast at the same time. Yeah, let's, you know, I'll explore my library and see which ones work with an external controller and which ones don't. There are, you know, a good majority of games that work pretty well with the Steam Deck. Sometimes, you know, obviously point-and-click games are going to be a little bit more trouble, but you can hook up a mouse and keyboard with a dock and play games traditionally like you would on a normal PC. But yeah, this is one that you should pick up if you don't already have it on Steam. It goes on sale occasionally, so you know, definitely keep an eye out for it, and it's worth playing, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you at the next stream.